The Canucks keep making trades, and they're good trades. What gives? I mean, sure, they're all minor. It's not Brock Besser. It's not Luke Shen. Not that Luke Shen's going to be major. And it's not Thatcher Demko. And it's not JT Miller. But it is Riley Stillman, a piece that the Vancouver Canucks don't need, a piece that has been a real negative, really, from the beginning. And nothing against Riley Stillman as a person, but as a hockey player, he has not fit the bill that the Vancouver Canucks needed. Now, let's start with where this really started. Canucks acquiring Riley Stillman from the Blackhawks back in October for Jason Dickinson and a 2024 second round draft pick, really shedding the Jason Dickinson contract. I believe it was like $3.15 million, getting rid of that and bringing in Riley Stillman, basically paying the second round pick to get rid of that cap hit, thinking they might be competitive this year. They did not end up being competitive this year, obviously, and are now cutting their losses. No sunk cost fallacy here. Let's dump Riley Stillman. And somehow they've retrieved an asset for Riley Stillman. Now, Riley Stillman, sure, 24-year-old defenseman, you think, maybe he's not good now, but he could be eventually, right? He's already played 140 NHL games. He's going to be 25 in about a week and a half, March 9th. And just in Vancouver, he wasn't good. Like, he just wasn't. 32 games, 5 assists, 0 goals, minus 14, and just has been on the outside of a defense core that is not good, right? We're talking about a defense core that puts in Kyle Burrows a lot of nights, and nothing against Kyle Burrows, but the Tampa Bay Lightning do not have Kyle Burrows in their lineup, for example. So Riley Stillman's still on the outside of that, and the Canucks are able to go out and fetch an asset for him. And here is the trade right from just earlier today. Vancouver receives Josh Bloom, a winger, and trades him off to Buffalo for Riley Stillman. So just Riley Stillman being gone. I mean, let's see if I can get this on the page here, $1.35 million this year and next year. So it sheds a bit of cap space for next year, maybe allows the Canucks to weaponize a little bit of that extra cap space this year as well if they are trying to make some moves, maybe helping the Rangers get Kane or the Maple Leafs do something else, or whoever wants to, the East is really heating up. There's money that needs to be retained elsewhere. Minnesota's done it twice. They can't do it anymore. Maybe they want to join in on that fun and fetch a late round pick as well. So who do they get in return for Riley Stillman? They get Josh Bloom, left winger, Oakville, Ontario, 19 years old, will be 20 at the start of next season. Third round pick in 2021, 95th overall. So very end of the third round. But one thing you need to keep in mind with the 2021 NHL entry draft, these guys didn't play that season before that. You look at this page here, 2019-2020, he had 14 points in 54 games. For a winger in the OHL, that's nothing, right? But not even his draft year yet. He's still 17 years old. His draft year, they don't play any hockey because of COVID. And he still gets drafted 95th overall in the third round, and then comes out the next season and is almost a point a game. 61 points in 67 games. Sure, a minus 13. I imagine maybe the team we was on wasn't that good. I don't follow the OHL very closely. 39 penalty minutes to go along with that. And then this last year, he has now 58 points in 59 games. So basically a point per game, 26 of those being goals, and 32 assists. So pretty solid production. Nothing world breaking. This is not going to be a first liner in the future, but maybe a piece, right? Maybe some asset that you can either leverage in the future, but it's not Riley Stillman. And to me, that is a big plus. Now, let's get some scouting on this Josh Bloom guy, because The Athletic puts out their rankings of every team's prospect. And he's not on this list of the top 15. Okay, that's a little worrying, but whatever. Again, they got him for Riley Stillman. But the Hockey News does say that he is a fantastic pick. This was, I think, written fairly recently. Maybe it was last year. I don't know. But basically, I saw a line in here somewhere that his skating that I have now lost. There we go. As a player, Bloom is a tremendous skater and always has been. Good decision-making with the puck. Solid release on his wrist shot that as he continues to grow, might get better with time. Willing to take risks. Sure, it's a bit of a fluff piece on Josh Bloom, but we'll take anything at this point if you're a Vancouver Canucks fan. But I mean, there's no way to have an issue with this deal. You can use sunken cost fallacy and look back at the 2024 second round pick they gave up as part of acquiring Riley Stillman, or you can say, hey, a leaf has been turned. They get rid of, or they bring in a young guy like Kravtsov and pay basically nothing, right? They get younger, they lose Lockwood, they lose a 2026 seventh. Who cares? They go out, they use Riley Stillman, an asset that they had, and they're able to trade him. And Riley Stillman's name wasn't even in any of the rumors that we have been hearing lately, which makes me really optimistic about some other players, right? We've been hearing Demko's name a little bit, Besser's name a little bit, obviously Luke Schen's name a lot, JT Miller on and off, but probably not. But this comes out of nowhere, out of left field, and it seems great. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you want more talk on this, Canucks After Dark tonight at 10 o'clock. See you there.